Don't. Now let's start off with the religions comparison. Let's start with the creation date. Now comparing all of them, Judaism will be the oldest as it existed since 2000 BC in Palestine, Jordan, which is in Syria. And then we end up with Christianity, which existed since 26 AD in Palestine. And now lastly, but not least, we have the Islamic people. They've been existed since the 7th century. To be more exact, 610 AD in Saudi Arabia it was. Klade? Okay, good meow. Comparing all these by age, if you're going to relate, okay, I'm gonna give these guys a point comparison. Here right now, Judaism is the oldest, so it gets 1 for oldest. Christianity gets a 2 for least old, for like second oldest, and then Islam gets 3rd for youngest. Now let's talk about gods. Let's start with Judaism. In Judaism, it's called, the guy's called Yahweh, and in the Marvel Universe, he's basically a superhero. And according to Marvel Universe, he exists on Earth 616 and is the cosmic figurehead of the 3 Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. This is not true, by the way. For Christianity, it's the Holy Trinity, where God is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. While the Father is not the Son, while the Father is not the Holy Spirit is neither the Father or the Son is neither the Father or the Holy Spirit. Yeah, well, God is all of them. Well, if one person is the Son, then the other cannot be true. Unless you're God. This is messing with my brain right now. And then we have the Islamic God, and his name is Allah. Yeah, the one that Moses talked to. Also Muhammad. So if we're gonna go by popularity in comics, Judaism gets 1 for being used as a Marvel god. Christianity gets 0 because it was never used in comics. At least, not in a real abstract sense. Or at least in popular comic sense. And Allah, I'll give him 1 because he was used in comics as a superhero. Just never saw his face. So right now the scoreboard looks something like this. Yeah, this is not looking good for Christianity. Now, if you're going to talk about important figures, you're going to have to start off with the basics. For Judaism, it's Moses, the guy who got all the 10 Commandments. Basically, this guy's the one who talked to Allah, Yahweh, and the Holy Trinity. Christianity, it would be Jesus, otherwise known as the Son of God. So he should have God powers. Yes, he can shoot laser eyes, grab pure fire in his hands, bend the water at his will, bend the earth at will, and even bend the air at will. So basically, this guy's the Avatar. Avatar, the last airbender. And for Islam, it's Muhammad. He's the first prophet. He talks to God, sure, and he can make things seem like miracles. But when you compare it to Jesus and his powers, and what Moses did, which basically created all the rules that all 3 Abrahamic religions have to follow, aka the 10 Commandments, you can literally see that this guy's and God powers compared to this guy and this guy is pretty puny. No offense. Now the scoreboard looks something like this. Judaism in the lead. And now we're going to have to compare holidays. For Islam, it's Yom Kippur. For Christianity, it's Christmas, the birth of Jesus, and it's coming near soon. I'm gonna have to create a special Christmas video. And for Islam, it's Eid al-Adha. Now, for the most well-known religion in the entire world, and possibly even in like regular kindergarten shows, I'll have to give Christianity its take because Christmas is the one I've been raised with, and lots of people, especially the Americans, are raised with it. Lots of Europeans are probably raised up with it too. So I'm going to have to end up with the fact that Christmas was probably the most famous holiday in the world. Now the scoreboard looks something like this. Well, at least Christianity is catching up. Now, what about praying days? For Judaism, it's on Saturday. Hey, what a coincidence. That's today. At the time of the recording, at least. For Christianity, it's Sunday. Hey, what a coincidence. That's tomorrow. And for Islam, it's literally every day. Wow. Islam's tough. And right now, for the one that is most serious about preaching and praying, then you'll end up with Islam in the lead, because they literally have to pray every day. The scoreboard now looks something like this. Islam and Christianity are now tied. And the last one is the religious texts. Now, for religious texts, I'm going to have to show you guys the Tanakh. This is the Jewish Bible. Well, technically, it is the Jewish version of the Bible, and it contains exactly 23,145 verses. Now, for the Christian Bible, it's the one with the most verses. Turns out my dad read the whole thing, all 1,102 verses. And for Islam, it's the Quran. And it itself has 6,666, what a nice number, of verses. Now, so the winner with the Bible, with the religious text with the most verses, would be Christianity. Now the scoreboard looks somewhat like this. Well, Islam is at the last part. Now it's just Christianity and Judaism on the run. And now we're going to have to talk about followers. How many followers are there in the world of each religion? Now, for Judaism, it's only 0.2% of the entire world. And that's basically 14.8 million people globally. For Christianity, it's 31.2% of the world population to be Christians, especially the United States of America. And so that's roughly 2.41 billion people. And for Islam, it's 24.7%. And that's 2 billion plus people, which is a lot of people. And so the winner would be Christianity. With the most points, in this competition, it would probably be that in all the competitions that I gave you, Christianity kind of tops out the best here. But this is just a comparison. It's not my facts. In fact, this is more like my opinion. So don't take my word for it. This is just a friendly competition. It's for educational and entertainment purposes. Because I'm a 12-year-old kid, and I was born for only 12 years, unlike those other YouTubers out there who are born for 20 years at least. Now back to the actual topic here. So if you're going to have to say which one is the best, I'm not going to say which one is the best at all. It's like saying cats are better than dogs just because they're better. So I'm guessing that every religion thinks their religion is the best. But for atheists, I don't think they actually think any religion is best. So I'm just going to leave it there. If I got something wrong or I left something out, then please tell me in the comments below, because I'm a 12-year-old. I have a smooth brain. So see you guys soon. Until next time, Shannon out. Peace. Note for anyone who did not watch the beginning of the video, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only.